broken system needs to be fixed. Hi, you're on the air with Noah Smith.
The Noah Smith Show is on the air. It's Campbell County's young Republican talk show. It's the Noah Smith Show.
Are you looking to buy a house, rent an apartment, or attend an auction? If you are, go down and see my friends at Ayers Auction and Real Estate. Low prices on commercial rentals, apartments, and mobile homes, and more. Check their website for online auctions and listings. Go visit Debbie, Tracy, Cody, Paul, and Hack at their office beside the diner, or call 423-562-4941. The number again for Ayers Auction and Real Estate is 423-562-4941.
And now to your host, Noah Smith.
Hello, and welcome to the Noah Smith Show. I am your host, Noah Smith. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in today, and hope you had a great day, and hope you have a great day tomorrow. This is a political talk show from a young Republican's perspective. I personally believe that America's best days are in front of us, and that it is going to take strong and bold leaders to fix the shape America is in right now. But first, I would like to thank our corporate sponsors for making today's broadcast possible. R.L. Ayers and Company, Norris Lakefront Rentals, and Ayers Auction and Real Estate. I'd like to thank them for making today's broadcast possible. And don't forget, you can call in anytime throughout the show. I'm one of those people who you can call in at any time. 423-566-1450 or 562-3557. Now, this is the new face of the Noah Smith Show. I'd usually just been on radio only on 100.9 or 1450, but I'm going to TV now. I'm going to TV and radio now to try and put a face with a name. I want people to see me in public and be able to put a face with a name. Up on today's show, I'd like to talk about a little bit about the polls, a little bit about the polls, the new polls that have come out in Iowa, the Black Lives Matter group compared to the police killings. I would also like to talk about the Iran deal and what it means for us as Americans, and how that this deal is awful. This deal is not for us as America. I'll be talking about a little bit about the votes that we need to overturn the veto, the presidential veto, after President Obama signs it into law. But this is the new face of the Noah Smith Show. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today, and we'll jump right on in to the news. The new polls that have come out for the Republican Party, and I'll be talking about the Democratic Party as well, and what it means for the future of all the candidates. Donald Trump has come in and he has climbed to unseen levels ever before. Donald Trump is now at 25% nationally. And then we go Ben Carson at 12%, Ted Cruz at 10%, Jeb Bush at 9%, and Mike Huckabee, Scott Walker, Marco Rubio at 6%. Now, this is shocking because there are two non-career politicians. I mean, Donald Trump and Ben Carson, they've never had a political career. And yet they're at the top of the polls. I mean, you've got to think, there are 17 other candidates in this Republican race right now, and you've got Donald Trump at 25% and Ben Carson at 12%. They make up well over 35%, and that's with 17 candidates. That goes to show that us as Republicans, we are fed up with the career politicians. We are fed up with the people who go to Washington and do nothing for us. They get in bed with the lobbyist, they get their big paycheck, and then they go home every night and sleep well. That kind of bothers me as an American citizen, as a young adult being able to vote in 3 years. It bothers me to see the shape America is in right now, and that is because we have career politicians in Washington who are doing nothing to help us as American people. But Donald Trump is 25% now, and he's not going anywhere. I believe that he's up there to stay, and he signed the pledge today that he would support the nominee. And I believe that he very well could be that nominee, and I believe by him signing that pledge today, it'll give him even more boost. And Ben Carson, 12%. That's amazing for a neurosurgeon who has never been in politics. And that just goes to show, like I said, the American people are fed up with the career politicians. Let's switch over to the Democratic side. You've heard some speculation about a Joe Biden run, and I very well believe it's going to happen. Let me tell you what I think, since this is opinionated, some of it. But I do give the facts. I give all the facts, nothing but the truth and all the facts. But I'm going to put my opinion in here. Like Greta says, let's go off the record for a little bit. Hillary Clinton is at 49%, and she is dropping faster than a cannonball in the sea. She is dropping fast. Bernie Sanders is at 30%. Hillary Clinton is at 49%. And Joe Biden, not even a candidate yet, he already has 10% of the vote for the Democrats. That's very shocking because you've got a liberalist, an acclaimed liberalist, socialist, Bernie Sanders with 30% of the Democratic vote so far, and then here you've got Hillary Clinton at 49%. That's amazing. A socialist is almost at the same level as Hillary Clinton. That goes to show how much people are very, very mad and angry and frustrated at Hillary Clinton. It could be for her many scandals. The Emailgate scandal with all her emails that she swears she didn't send classified email, but it has come out in recent weeks and days that she did send classified emails. And we've got the Benghazi scandal. We've got these scandals that keep piling up for Hillary Clinton's resume. And it's not looking good for the Clinton campaign or for Hillary Clinton in general. But Bernie Sanders, he's beginning to rise mainly because people don't want Clinton, but that Bernie's the only other option right now. But if Joe Biden gets in the race, I believe you will see Joe Biden be our nominee. Now, let me say here, Hillary Clinton has this email scandal. In recent weeks and months, you have seen more pressure put on by the Justice Department and the FBI to almost throw her in jail. I mean, put criminal charges against Hillary Clinton, the former First Lady and Secretary of State, put criminal charges. I believe that the Obama administration is pressuring Hillary Clinton through the FBI and through the Justice Department so that she will drop out. I believe the Obama administration is supporting a Joe Biden White House run, and I think they want Hillary Clinton out of the race, and the only way to do that is to pressure through the FBI and through the Justice Department. Once they put enough pressure on her and Joe Biden gets into the race, I believe you'll see Joe Biden rise in the polls, and I believe he'll be the nominee. And I believe Hillary Clinton will slowly and quietly drop out of the race due to the pressure and the threat of maybe even going to jail. But I believe that once Hillary Clinton drops out of the race, you'll never hear another thing about this email scandal. You'll never hear another thing about her emails because that is what the Obama administration wants. They want her out of the race so they can support someone who has a more cleaner record, such as Joe Biden. And poor old Joe, he's not the brightest and the sharpest knife in the kitchen, and he's got some remarkable moments with Joe Biden, just his sayings and all of his off the topic and off the wall thoughts. But that's what I think. I think you'll see Hillary Clinton drop out slowly, and then you'll see Joe Biden get in, and the Democratic Party will put their support behind someone who they can actually rally behind, which is going to be Joe Biden. That's what I believe. But like I said, you can call in at any time. Don't hesitate. 423-566-1450 or 423-562-3557. Don't forget, you can call in, like I said. Let's move on to the Iowa polls, and this is kind of substantial. I mean, Trump and Carson are both tied at 23%. Trump and Carson, two non-politicians. They have never had a political career, and yet they both have 23%. That makes up almost 50% of the vote. That's 46% that these two non-politicians have. And that just goes to show again, it reassures my statement that the Republican Party and the American people in general, we are fed up with politicians who go up into Washington. And we're just fed up with them. And that goes to show that we want a new face. We want someone who's not a politician, so they can't go and dabble in politics. They can't get in bed with the lobbyists, or they can't sell our country out, because they're not career politicians. They're not there to have politics. They're there actually for the good of the American people, and I believe that. I believe either Carson or Trump, I support either one of them. They would do better than any politician we have right now in Washington. They do better because I believe they're for the American people. But we have the former Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina at 10%, Ted Cruz at 7%, Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker at 7%, Jeb Bush at 5%, Ohio Governor John Kasich, and Florida Senator Marco Rubio, each at 4%, Rand Paul at 3%, and we've got Mike Huckabee and Rick Santorum both at 2%, and any other candidate that I didn't say is either below 1% or didn't even register on the polls. But we have the top 3 slots are filled with the businessmen, the businesswomen, the non-career politicians, the people who haven't had a political career. That's who we are seeing in the lead right now. The top 3 slots, we are seeing those 3 candidates, the businessmen and the businesswomen, they take over 50% because you've got Trump and Carson tied at 23%, and then you've got Fiorina at 10%. That makes up well over 50%. And that's astonishing because usually you would see a politician rise up, but now we are seeing non-career politicians take the stand and rise up and promise that they will help the American people, and I believe that they are going to deliver on those promises. They've got a proven track record that goes to show that they are for the American people. They have made good deals. They know what they're talking about, and they know how to run things. And that's what I like to see in a candidate. And I believe Carly Fiorina, Donald Trump, Ben Carson, any 3 of those is well prepared to handle the office of the presidency. And I think personally that if Donald Trump gets a nominee, I wish he would take Ben Carson, Carly Fiorina, or Ted Cruz as his running mate, or those 4 in general go and be together on a ticket. We've got a caller here on the line. Let's see who we got here. You're on the air with Noah Smith.
Yeah, I was wondering. Okay. Let me turn the television down.
Yes, you're on the air.
Okay. I was wanting to know what Hillary Clinton had personally done that she's in trouble for. What she personally done?
See, that's the thing. The FBI and the Justice Department have come out this week that says that she has sent classified material through her private email that isn't protected by any government server or any security software. She didn't use a server that was mandated by the government. And as stated, President Obama signed an executive order a couple years ago that stated if you send anything on a private server or a government server that has foreign government intel and information from foreign governments, it's automatically considered classified. And as the FBI has come out, they have seen that these emails have foreign governments, they have information on there from foreign governments, which automatically classifies them and makes them classified. And when you send classified email through an unprotected document, then you've automatically broke the law. And that was sent down by the Obama administration in an executive order a couple years ago. So that's even coming from President Obama himself. And that's why you're seeing the FBI putting pressure on her, because that was one of the laws Obama put in place.
I wonder how Trump is he so it's so good for president. Now, he'd starve middle class people and poor people to death. But that's what he would do.
So you're asking what Donald Trump would do for the middle class or for the lower class?
No, I'm asking what Republicans would do. Donald Trump, what would he do for the middle class and poor people?
Well, I believe that Donald Trump has a proven track record of establishing business deals, and he has come out with very detailed tax plans that lowers the taxes on certain entities, and he's got certain plans laid out to help better the American people. I don't know exactly the details on them, but I know he's got a plan to lower the tax rate and lower the income tax, lower the just taxes in general in order to give the American people, the middle class, more of an up. He's not come out with very detailed topics yet, but he has come out with some.
Now, what did Bush do for our country? He got our country in debt so far, so he never get out.
Yes, that is exactly right. People have their flaws, people have their good things, but I appreciate your call, and make sure to call back next Thursday too. We got to get to somebody else, but thank you.
Okay, I know you want to talk to me, but okay, thank you.
I don't have all the details right now, but next week's show I'll be able to lay out more details about that. But I do know Donald Trump has several plans put in place in order to protect the middle class. All these politicians have plans for to save the middle class, but I don't have them right off the top of my head, of course. But Hillary Clinton did commit a crime. I mean, she broke the law, clearly stated by the Obama administration. She clearly broke the law. But when we come back, I'll be talking about the Black Lives Matter group and the police officers that were shot. And we're going to go to commercial break. And when we come back, don't forget you can call in at any time. But we're going to go to commercial break, and we'll see you back here in just a minute.
To spend some quality time with your family or just a vacation on the lake? Go online and visit NorrisLakefrontRentals.com and reserve your condo or house today. My good friend Mary Lamb, property manager, would be glad to help you set up your perfect vacation getaway. Visit the website and see what's available. NorrisLakefrontRentals.com. Great quality guarantee. NorrisLakefrontRentals.com. NorrisLakefrontRentals.com.
Welcome back to the Noah Smith Show. Let's jump on right back into it. There have been four police officers killed in the last 9 days. That is absolutely ridiculous, and it is a horrific event. Now, I would really like to hear your thoughts on this topic I'm getting ready to discuss. So call in 423-566-1450, 423-562-3557. 4 police officers have been killed in the last 9 days. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely horrific. And it is most in part by the rise, or I guess you could call it the rise, or whatever you want to call it. The Black Lives Matter group has become an outspoken group in the news lately. They have protested, they have spit on, they have hit, they have killed police officers, and it is absolutely ridiculous the way that they are handling this. I'm glad that Obama finally had enough sense to come out and say that the killing of police officers is unnecessary. It took him a while. It took him a pretty long while. He doesn't have the guts to come out and support something that's actually good, because I don't believe he really has a conscience, to be honest with you. I believe he is up there. He has been bought. He was bought before he got up there. He doesn't have the right to make decisions. That right got taken away from him when he got in bed with the lobbyists. Our president isn't worth much. When he can't come out and say that he condones the killing of police officers and the 4 Marines in Chattanooga, that tells you how low our president really is. And he didn't even lower the flags until about a week later for the Chattanooga Marines. That tells you how low and how much respect Obama really has for our military and our police. I have great respect for our military and for our police officers. I would do anything to help our military veterans and our police officers in any way. I support them fully in all of their decisions. It came out today and it said less than 1% of police officers in America end up doing something wrong that they know was wrong. Less than 1%. What about the other 99 and so percent? They're getting the blame for what that less than 1% has done. It is ridiculous. And then you've got this Black Lives Matter group chanting death to cops and kill them like pigs and all this other crazy stuff. I classify that as a hate group. Elizabeth Hasselbeck, a Fox News, Fox and Friends anchor in the morning, she said, "Can we classify this as a hate group?" That even got started to trending on Facebook. I would classify that as a hate group. There's no doubt in my mind that if you kill a cop, you kill a military veteran, or any person in general, that's a hate group. I would classify that as a hate group. Some of them don't even know what they're protesting for. The Freddie Gray, who died from something that he done. I mean, he died in the back of the cop van, allegedly, for something that he done. I mean, he had to do something in order to get in the back of that cop van. And then you've got Michael Brown. And these protesters are protesting out here. They can't even spell their name on the signs they write. That goes to show how much they really care about their own people. These Black Lives Matter groups go out here and protest. They can't even spell the name right. That goes to show that this is a liberal-funded Obama administration, liberal-funded movement in order to divide America even more than it is divided right now. This Black Lives Matter group and the racial tensions in America are the worst I have ever seen. I mean, our police officers can't even get served at an Arby's because of what this Black Lives Matter group has been so outspoken. Arby's, that is ridiculous. Finally, the CEO had enough sense to man up and offer free meals to police officers. I mean, what the heck has America come to if a cop can't even walk down the street without them having the thought that they could be killed? What does America come to when our military men and women can't even go home in the evening, safe and sound, and be able to go home to the country that they protect and they fight for, and then they get killed on American soil? What has America come to when our police officers are being shot like deer in open season? What has America come to when our president can't even man up and lower the flags for those Marines who were killed, or man up and say that killing police officers is awful? What has America come to? As a young adult, I'm becoming even more, I guess you could say, even more fearful of the future of America. I fear that America is on a path that we don't need to be on. It's just heartbreaking to see the country in the shape it is in right now. They said a fact came out today that 300,000 veterans have died waiting on health care from the Veteran Affairs hospitals. What does America come to when our veterans come home from war that have fought for this freedom of our country, and yet they can't even get health care? What has America come to when you see protests and riots over the killing of a black person who incited their death through the actions of what they done? America has come to it that the race is so divided that if you say anything against the black people, that they will start a riot. A fact come out that said there is almost 2 times more white people, unarmed white people, killed each year than black people. And yet you don't see the white people rioting and protesting because the police officers killed an unarmed white man. But you see the Black Lives Matter group protesting when a thug robbed a convenience store, took pills, marijuana, drugs, whatever you want to call it. You see them rioting because he got shot trying to attack an officer. What has America come to again? I surely can't explain it. The situation America is in right now, you see other countries around the world, they are looking at us. We aren't the shining superpower anymore that America used to be. But this Black Lives Matter group, they protest and riot for something they don't even really know about. I mean, what's the deal when they protest and they riot and then they burn stuff and these politicians say, let them destroy? What's the point in that? Go home, be civilized. If you want to do something, run for office and vote. That's what you can do. Get out and vote. Obama wouldn't have been reelected if us as Republicans would have got out and vote in 2012, but yet instead we decided as a Republican Party not to go out and vote, and we have paid the price for that. So I encourage all Republicans out there watching tonight, and Democrats alike, vote. That is one right we are given in the Constitution that can never be taken away, to vote. Go and vote. If you want change, don't go out and riot and protest. Go and vote. Get a job and get a life. Get out and vote and quit tearing down our beautiful cities in America, and man up, become an adult, and go either get a job or go vote. Contribute to society in some way except taking food stamps and unemployment. I mean, get out and vote, people, or get a job. If you really want to protest and argue about something, then you need to have a stance where you can argue from. That's my rant for this evening. But the killing of cops is horrific. It's absolutely ridiculous. The silent majority in America needs to stand up, speak out, and fight back. The white majority in America is becoming the slow minority. The government is putting so much emphasis on the minority groups of America that the white majority doesn't really have a say. If you are a white, conservative, Christian, straight, pro-life, kind of Southern Bible Christian, you are the awfulest thing that have ever come to America. That's what liberals think. Liberals honestly think that us as white Southerners with all our good Christian values, we are the worst thing that's ever happened to America, and yet we built this country. We built this country, and yet they are slowly taking away our rights. They are waging a war on Christianity, and it's time for the silent majority to stand up and fight back. That is my rant for this evening. And I hope you agree with me. Let's go on to the Iran deal while we still have time left. What is the Iran deal? The so-called good people of this deal, the U.S. and the UN Security Council, which is the U.S., China, Great Britain, France, Germany, they have all negotiated with Iran. This is a bad deal, people. It basically says they want to lower the Iranian centrifuges from 19,000 to 6,000. They would continue enrichment, but it would be far below the necessary level for nuclear weapons. They would also reduce the stockpile of enriched uranium by 97%. This is what they want to happen. Bear with me, people. They pledged to give the International Atomic Energy Agency access to all their nuclear facilities. That's what Obama said. Iran pledges to give these access to the facilities. And then, in the meanwhile, we and all our allies will lift the nuclear sanctions on Iran that have been in place for many of years. Congress, our Republican-controlled Congress, has this week decided that they're going to support the deal. The House, because this is how it's going to work. Obama will sign it into law and ratify it. Then the Congress has the option to try and veto or to override a presidential veto. In order for this to happen, we need the Republican-controlled majority of the House and the Senate. The Republicans in the House need 44 Democrats to vote with them, and the Republicans in the Senate need 13 Democrats to vote with them. It came out this week that Obama has secured enough votes in the Senate so that the Congress cannot override his veto. If this happens, people, we have sold our country out to the Arabs. We have sold our country out to the Iranians. We have sold our country out. We have signed Israel's death warrant, I guess you could say, because Iran, they said they are now going to inspect their own centrifuges. They are going to inspect their own facilities. How have we ever trusted Iran? How have we ever trusted Iran? Has Iran ever shown their trust to us? No, they have not. And yet, our idiotic American president is going to try and let them run the show. call your senator, your representatives, give them all kinds of smack lip, whatever you want to do. This deal is bad for America. Now, Chuck Schumer, this is really interesting. I know I'm going over time, but Chuck Schumer has come out and said he is against the Iran deal. Now, this is Chuck Schumer. He is in line to be the next Senate Democratic leader. You would expect him to follow the president and his party on this, but he knows the facts. He sees what's going on, and he has come out against this deal. We need to get behind Chuck Schumer and help him rally some votes to hopefully save this. But Obama ensures that he's got enough votes so that Congress can override a veto. But the vote hasn't happened yet, people. They still have time to change their minds. Hopefully the conscience will get to work on them. But this is the new face of the Noah Smith Show, and I hope you all have enjoyed it tonight. And that will do it for tonight's broadcast and for today's broadcast. I would like to thank you for tuning in today for some great political news and opinions. I would like to remind you, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at The Noah Smith Show. And be sure to email us your feedback and questions. The email address is thenoahsmithshow@gmail.com. Please put your name and your town when you send an email. And the email again is thenoahsmithshow@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at The Noah Smith Show. I'm looking out for you, America. Next week's broadcast, make sure and tune in. Same time and same place here on the old radio station in La Follette, 100.9 FM, 1450 AM, 1450 WLAF.com, and Channel 12, Comcast Channel 12 WLAF. Now, if you can't watch us on the radio or on the TV, you can also, like I said, tune in to our website, 1450WLAF.com. You can watch and listen live there as well, so you won't miss any of the broadcast. And that will do it for us. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Are you looking to rent an apartment? Well, go down and see R.L. Ayers & Company today, and they will help you with all your apartment rental needs. They are located in the heart of downtown La Follette, across from the First Baptist Church in La Follette. Their phone number is 423-562-8393. The number again is 423-562-8393, and that is R.L. Ayers & Company. All your apartment rental needs met to perfection.
Thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast of The Noah Smith Show. You can listen to me and watch me live next Thursday night from 8 to 8:30 here on WLAF Channel 12, 1450 WLAF.com, 100.9 FM, and 1450 AM. This Saturday from 11:30 to 12, you can listen to the repeat of today's broadcast on the radio on 1450 AM, 100.9 FM, W50 AM, 100.9 FM, W50 AM, 100.9 FM, W50 AM, 100.9 FM, W50.
WLAF is ready to get you up to speed on what's happening around your neighborhood. Cougar football is home this weekend. It's Campbell hosting Lenore City Friday at 7:30. Support your Cougars. East Tennessee Human Resource Agency, Ethra, distributes commodities Tuesday, September 15th at the Jellicoe Library, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on Wednesday, September 16th, Ethra distributes commodities at the La Follette Community Center. That's the West La Follette School, 8:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. or until all the food is gone. The LA Cruisers annual raffle is underway. This year's prize, a 2001 Lincoln LS, a very nice car. It could be yours. See any member of the LA Cruisers for a ticket. They're $5 each. The Lincoln will be given away at the end of the open car, truck, and motorcycle show, Saturday, September 26th at the high school. Mark your calendars. The Big Creek ATV Fall Festival is scheduled for Saturday, October the 10th Vendors are needed. If you'd like to have a vending location, call 423-562-3295. 562-3295. The Trinkets, Treasures, and Tiaras Ladies Luncheon is coming Wednesday, September 9th. That's at the Methodist Church in La Follette, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., $10 inclusive. Tickets, call Pat, 423-562-1962. 562-1962. And the Joint Economic Community Development Board and Industrial Development Board meets Thursday, September 3rd, 6 p.m. at the courthouse. The Gem City Cruisers annual car show is Saturday, 9 to 3, Indian Mountain State Park, Jellicoe.
Tell us and we'll tell everyone else. We are your home for local information. FM 100.9 WLAF.
Hello, Campbell County. Jason Shockley here with your WLAF weather forecast for Fincastle, Glade Springs, and all of beautiful Campbell County. 65 degrees for our low tonight under partly cloudy skies. Our Friday brings clear sunny skies. 95 degrees for the high. 68 degrees for the low Friday night. This has been your WLAF weather forecast. Stay tuned.
This is 1450 WLAF, an FM translator W265BQ, La Follette, Tennessee, USA, where it's now time for CBS Radio News, a presentation of Terry's Pharmacy. Terry's Pharmacy. We'll see you inside, at the drive-thru, or at your front door.
Hi, this is Rissa at Terry's Pharmacy, where we make it as convenient as possible for you to get your meds.
CBS News Special Report. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady beats the NFL on Deflategate. Brady will not have to serve a 4-game suspension over deflated footballs used in a playoff game. CBS Steve Futterman joins us live.
And Heather, the key part of Judge Richard Berman's 40-page decision released this morning comes at the very end. He says Tom Brady's 4-game suspension is vacated immediately, effective immediately. That means Brady will be able to play in NFL games, but there's a big if. The NFL does have the right to appeal. We have not heard from the league whether it plans to appeal. That could delay Brady's return. In making the ruling, the judge said that the league went too far in affirming the punishment. It said that Brady did not get proper chances to investigate the co-investigator. A number of issues, it said, Roger Goodell failed to give Brady his full rights, Heather.
CBS News Special Report, I'm Heather Bosch.
If Mayberry had a radio station, yep, I can see it now. Right down the road from Wally's gas station, WLAF.
Your NBC Sports Radio update starts now.
I'm John Stashower. Judge Richard Berman announcing today that Commissioner Roger Goodell went too far in affirming punishment to Tom Brady. He criticized him for dispensing his own brand of industrial justice. And so Brady will not be suspended 4 games. He'll play the entire season. The league is appealing, but did not seek an emergency stay, which frees Brady to play while the appeals court considers the case, and it could take months. Baseball today, the Twins led 4-1. The White Sox came back and won 6-4. It's a light schedule tonight. The Braves struggling mightily. They've lost 8 in a row, 15 of their last 16, and they trail the Nationals tonight 10-1 in the 4th inning. Pittsburgh and Milwaukee underway and scoreless. Detroit's got a 1-0 lead on Kansas City. This is NBC Sports Radio.
Listen to them, watch them, follow them. The Cougars, your home of the Campbell Cougars. This is WLAF.
I'm a worn and weary traveler. I have walked so many miles. Though the path is long and winding, the Lord has been there all the while. The road has led me on a journey, distant land so far from home. But I've had no cause for fear. My Lord is always near. I have never walked alone. hand. He will lead me safely home to the shores of Beulah land. Though I've had to walk by faith, through it all I've always known I'm walking with a friend who'll be there to the end. I have never walked alone. Now the journey's almost over. My time on earth will reach an end. I reminisce about this good life and all the places I have been. But there's a better home awaiting. So remember when I'm gone, I'll be in that promised land where I'll see those nail-scarred hands. I'll never walk alone. I have never walked alone. I have held the unseen hand. He will lead me safely home to the shores of Beulah land. Though I've had to walk by faith, through it all I've always known I'm walking with a friend who'll be there to the end. I have never walked alone. I'm walking with a friend who'll be there to the end. I have never walked alone.
While traveling this world below, we all have some work to do. We're pros.